Hello everyone. Today, we're going to explore the LoopTools add-on in Blender. This powerful tool includes 8 handy features: bridge, circle, curve, flatten, G-stretch, loft, relax, and space. In this part 1, we'll focus on the first 4 tools: bridge, circle, curve, and flatten. In part 2, we'll cover the remaining tools. To download the LoopTools add-on, check out the links in the description and comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest videos. Let's get started. First, we need to download and install the LoopTools add-on in Blender. Go to Google. Search for LoopTools add-on and follow the instructions to install it. Open Blender. Go to the add-ons section and install it there. Remember to check the add-on to activate it. First, let's learn how to create a circle from a single point. Step 1. Create a plane. Then use the subdivide command to split the plane into 4 smaller rectangles. Next, select the point you want to form into a circle and press Ctrl plus Shift plus B to turn that point into a polygon. Scroll the middle mouse button to set the number of sides. Here, I chose 8 sides as shown in the video, but you can choose more if you like. Then, right-click, select LoopTools, and choose Circle. Currently, the shape is still a polygon. So to make it perfectly round, you'll need to apply bevel and smoothing. Blender works most efficiently with quadrilaterals, so we'll use the knife tool to create 4 cutting lines, dividing the plane into smaller quadrilaterals. Press K to select the knife tool. Click on the first point to cut. Select the second point, and then right-click to finish the first cut. Next, select the second cut and follow the steps shown in the video. Press the number 3 key to select the faces of the circle. Then press the E key to extrude downward. Next, press the number 2 key to select the edges of the circle. To keep the circle smooth and undistorted, we need to bevel the corners before using the smooth command. Once you've created the polygon and beveled the edges, do a final check to make sure the corners are beveled. Then, press Tab to return to object mode and press Ctrl plus 3 to convert it into a circle. Finally, right-click on the object and select Shade Smooth to make the circle smoother. Next, we'll learn how to create a round hole on a cube. Step 1. Press Shift plus A to select Cube and create a cube. Then press Tab to enter Edit mode. Select Subdivide to divide the cube into smaller squares. Press C to subdivide again. Switch to Vertex Select mode, or press 1. And click X-ray to see through the object. Or press Alt plus C. Right-click. Choose LoopTools. And select Circle to create a circle on both the front and back faces. Turn off X-ray mode to avoid accidentally selecting the back faces. Switch to Face mode, or press 3, to select the faces of the circle on both sides. Hold Shift to add more faces. Then right-click and select Loop Tools. Choose Bridge to create a round hole. Select the edges at the corners of the front and back faces to bevel them. Scroll the mouse wheel to select two edges just right. If we don't bevel, the shape will distort when we apply smooth. Press Tab to return to object mode. Then press Ctrl+3 to apply the subdivision surface command. Right-click and choose Shade Smooth to make it smoother. OK. Now let's try to create a round hole on a sphere. Similar to the cube. Press Tab to enter Edit mode. Select X-ray mode. Then press 1 to select vertices. Press to switch to front view. When you select a vertex, it will automatically select the corresponding vertex on the opposite side. Right-click. Choose Loop Tools. And select Circle to create a circle. Turn off X-ray mode to avoid selecting the wrong edges at the back. Switch to Face mode. Press Shift and select the circle faces on both the front and back. Right-click. Choose Loop Tools. And select Bridge to create a hole. Just like with the cube, we bevel the edges at the corners so the object doesn't distort when smoothing. Select one edge. Hold Ctrl and click another edge to select a continuous loop of edges. Press Shift to add more edges. Press Ctrl+B to bevel the edges. Scroll the mouse wheel to bevel with 3 edges. Press Tab to return to object mode. Then press Ctrl+3 to smooth it. And right-click to select Auto Smooth for automatic smoothing. Now, let's model a perfume bottle cap together. Let's go. Step 1. Create a cylinder. Press Tab to enter Edit mode. Press 3 to select Face. Then do a light inset to create thickness for the cap. Press E to extrude downwards to create the cap body. Now, press I to inset slightly, creating a gap between the cap and the spray button area. Select the center face. Press E to extrude up and form the spray button. Next, select around 3 faces on each side. Use the Move tool or press G to drag the 6 faces down, creating a gap for the spray button. After pressing G, press Z to constrain movement along the Z-axis. Press 2 to select edges. Then Ctrl+R to add a loop cut in the center. Press Ctrl+B to bevel it into 3 even circles. Now, press 1 to select vertices. Right-click. Select Loop Tools. And choose Circle to form a circular shape. I skipped the bevel step here, so the circle isn't perfect. Finally, select the faces of the circle. Inset slightly to create the spray hole for the perfume bottle cap. Extrude one more time. Do a slight inset. Then extrude up again to complete the perfume spray button. Repeat the same steps to create the spray hole. Now let's bevel the corner edges to prevent any distortion when applying the subdivision surface modifier. After beveling the edges, press Tab to go back to object mode. Press Ctrl+3 to apply the subdivision surface modifier. And then right-click and select Shade Smooth for a final smooth finish. Press Tab to go back to object mode. Press Ctrl+3 to apply the subdivision surface modifier. And then right-click and select Shade Smooth for a final smooth finish. Next, let's explore the Bridge tool in Blender's LoopTools to see what it can do. Bridge in LoopTools is used to connect two edge loops or faces, creating a seamless surface between them. This tool is very useful for creating complex shapes and filling gaps between different parts of a model. Now, let's practice using the Bridge tool. First, press Shift+A to create a plane. Next, subdivide the plane to make it smaller sections. Press 2 to select edges. Hold Alt and click on an edge to select a loop. Then press G to use the Move tool and pull it up, creating a slight curve. Remember to enable proportional editing to expand the selection area. Press X to delete an edge. Select the two edges of the objects to connect. Right-click. Go to LoopTools. And choose Bridge to connect them. Adjust the number of segments on the bridged surface. Twist will rotate the connection. Strength controls the curve of the surface. And Linear connects only without curving. Alright. Let's move on to the next scenario. Similar to connecting two straight edges. This time we'll create two circles. Remember, both circles should be in edit mode. Select both circles, or the edges you want to connect. Then press Bridge to join them. Use Twist to add rotation to the connection and strength to adjust the curve of the connection. Alright. Now let's try creating holes in a cube using the Bridge tool to see the results. First, press Shift+F, choose Mesh and Cube to create a box. Press S, then Z to scale only along the Z-axis. Scale it up a bit by pressing S again. Right-click and select Subdivide to break it into smaller faces. And press C to subdivide again. Switch to Face Select mode and select the faces where you want to make holes. Be sure to turn on X-ray mode so you can select faces all the way through. Press and select Front View for more precise face selection. Use Bridge from the LoopTools menu to join the edges, adjusting the connection path between the edges, depending on the shape you want. You can add twists between the edges or leave it untwisted, as in this example where we're simply creating a hole straight through. Depending on the shape you want to create, you can choose to twist the edges together or not. Here, because I only want to create a hole between the two sides, I chose the number 0 so that the edges do not twist together. Now, let's try creating a circular hole in the cube. First, select the face or vertex where you want to create the circle. Be sure to turn on X-ray mode so you can select the points beneath as well. Then, right-click. Go to LoopTools. And select Circle to create a circular shape on both the top and bottom faces. Using X-ray mode makes it easier to select vertices rather than faces. So double-check your selection afterward. Once selected, turn off X-ray mode and press Bridge in the LoopTools menu to create the circular hole. If you want a twist, you can increase the number of segments. It's simpler than it seems, right? Now, let's practice creating a circular hole one more time to reinforce the steps. And then we'll move on to connecting two edges or objects. I'm providing various examples so you'll be prepared to handle any situation you encounter in practice. Remember to subscribe to the channel and leave a comment so I know what you need next. Just 2 more cases to go. And we'll complete our examples on using the Bridge tool. Stick around to learn more ways to use this tool effectively. In this next example, we'll connect the faces of 2 separate objects. To bridge 2 objects, first join them by pressing Ctrl+J. Then, enter Edit mode and select the faces or edges you want to bridge. Like in previous steps, it's up to you whether you subdivide or keep them simple. Here, I'm subdividing to show you clearly how it works. Once you've selected the edges or faces, press Bridge to connect them.
中的意外，擺脫被束縛戀愛。 在這黑冷房中的意外，跟你結束這份愛，那是你不可總自問受，便要放開，感受在這刻。